Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, the Director's Cut. I am Xexor. Thank you for joining me. This is part 24 in the series. In the last part, we were in Marib, Syria, and we basically managed to use the rag with grease paint on it, on the statuette that we had gotten off the shelf at Nijo's. That turned that statuette to looking more like old, like Romanish, I guess, according to Dwayne, I guess. Anyway, so I sold that to Dwayne for $50, then got the $50, and I could head in the taxi, Ultar's taxi, to Bull's Head. Unfortunately, his taxi was broken down. I tried all kinds of things in my inventory, and I wandered around looking for stuff. The only thing I could even think of that was kind of belt, because it was a fan belt, the only thing I think of that was belt-shaped was a set of towels that were in the rack. Unfortunately, for me, the towels were locked, so it took me a bit. I kept trying to grab towels, nothing was happening. Finally, I'd use the keys, and they opened up, so it wasn't a bad thing. But anyway... So then, gave the towels to Ultar. He said, yes, this is just the thing. He tied a knot, like wrapped them around, tied a knot in it so it would work as a fan belt. And we took his truck here to Bull's Head, and then we did some climbing. We went up to a height, found a tree with a loose branch, broke the branch off, tied the towel. So Ultar had cut the towels like, if this is the towel where my mouse is going, kind of like this, he cut it down lengthwise, right? So he took half and used it for the fan belt. So the other half I had. So I tied that to this broken branch and then used the broken branch as a wedge in place, and then with the towel half tied to it, climbed down to a ledge just outside here where I am now. From that ledge, there was a hole with a ring in it. I looked in the ring at first, then I looked again and pulled on the ring. It let me inside here. This is Klausner dead. This shut right after I got in here, basically. So now I am basically here inside a tomb. I don't know what this is, and I really can't go anywhere. So let's walk around and analyze stuff and see what we see.
I couldn't help but notice faint, bloody finger marks on the rock, as if somebody had tried to claw their way out.
So Klausner was trying to claw his way out. That sucks. Poor guy. Hopefully we're not stuck. Hopefully I got everything I needed to up to this point.
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it.
Okay. Yes, he's all withered. He's been here too long and is dead now. It sucks.
Bullwhips might be handy for exploring ancient ruins, but they're no use when you're trapped in a cave. Klausner clearly fancied himself as a latter-day Indiana Jones. I've done more fun things in my life than searching a corpse, but as my life expectancy wasn't great, I figured I should try every new challenge that came my way. I cautiously flicked open the jacket. Hey, what's this? I'd found some kind of lens. A very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball.
Sweet. So now I have the lens that'll go with everything else. Assuming I can get out of here, right? I was right. It was lens, not crystal ball. I'm going the same way unless I find a way out. Kind of mixed result. It's true. It's true. What else? What else?
There was nothing else in the pouch. I searched the corpse. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no 5-course meal. You'd think international conspirators would go around better equipped. I'd searched Klausner once. There was nothing on his body.
Alright.
I'd searched Klausner.
That was the same thing. Okay. Let's get this.
Whatever had been in the bottle had been drunk. Klausner must have died of thirst and dehydration.
So bullwhip, no, right?
So much for whips. They're all show. I'd searched Klausner. I'd search cloud.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's it for that, I think. Let's look at this.
I couldn't take the inscription with me. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. In occidenta sita est in ora mundi. Okay, that would have to do.
So, do it again.
In occidenta sita est in ora mundi. Okay.
Let's see, so...
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue.
Alright.
I examined the door carefully, high and low. I looked for levers and rings to pull, panels and buttons to push like in the movies, and found nothing. I couldn't help but notice faint, bloody finger marks, as if somebody had... I examined the door and low. I looked and found...
okay. Let's see. Lines on that, maybe? No. Chain? No. Probably not over here, right? No. Yeah. Okay, doubt it'll do anything over here, but let's try it on this door, maybe. No. Let's see. My Latin's not the best. Maybe I can write this down. So, let me pause the video for a second, and I'll come back once I have written this down, and so I have a better idea. I can go through and look up the Latin, find out what the Latin actually means, because my Latin's not the best. So, I'll be right back. Roughly, so in Occidenta is in the west, and then sita est is situated. In ora, in the world, and then mundi is the mouths of. So basically, in the mouths of the world is situated in the west. So anyway, so I'm redoing this part of the video, just so you know. I apparently have the audio from when I was recording this originally, but the video was lost, so I'm just doing this part here really fast. So I apologize if I'm not actually...
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it. I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring... I couldn't think of any.
Let's see.
I couldn't faint, bloody, as if somebody had tried to claw their way out. I examined the door carefully, high and low. I looked for levers and rings to pull, panels and buttons to push like in the movies, and found nothing. I couldn't think of any. I couldn't think of anything.
Let's see.
In accidenta sita est in ora mundi. Okay. A stone head bearing 3 bearded faces. It was a strange image, but a powerful one, redolent with antiquity and ancient mysteries. The mouth's opening. It must be Ultar.
Apparently.
My God. If he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar! Don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are!
Apparently you have to right-click up here.
Hello, Mr. Stobart. We meet in a most unusual place. Please, do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot. You would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
No sudden moves, Mr. Stobart.
It's like, don't shoot me in the groin. Don't shoot me in the groin.
Now then, where shall we start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
So on that statue inside, I was saying, so you left-click to look at it as a whole. Apparently you right-click to see the top part and, like, analyze the head and 3 faces before then. We have here, what's his name? Khan opening the door, so.
Klausner? Who the hell's Klausner?
I followed his trail here, as I believe did you.
I never heard of this Klausner guy before. I just asked around about strangers and got lucky.
Luck is a commodity that you are sorely pressed for now, Mr. Stobart. I have been watching you since you arrived in Marine.
You have? I never noticed you.
Precisely my point. You don't know what I know. Please, bear this in mind when answering my next questions. Now, where is Klausner?
Okay, he's dead, just around the corner of the cave. Do you want to look?
I shall trust you on that. How did he die?
Starvation or dehydration by the look of it.
He was caught in this trap you were shouting about. Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
Well, there was something in Latin up on the wall.
Latin? Do you remember it, Mr. Stobart? What did it say?
In accidenta sita est, in ora mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies. Mr. Stobart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur.
Thanks, I think.
But I can no longer tolerate your interference. There is far more at stake than you realize.
So what are you going to do?
I regret that we must end this here and now. Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
Hey, look now. Don't kill me. I've got money. Maybe we can cut a deal.
You disappoint me.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
I should like to shake your hand.
And so here then I figured, obviously, use the buzzer, so. And dive off real fast before he gets the shot off. It's funny. I think it's funny.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, George.
Really? Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
So now we see. So we know this part.
Look there.
Don't know if we know this.
There's a guy working on a loom.
We know this.
There's a guy with a between. A knight with the knight through my teaching. There's a woman looking at her, but the reflection.
Right, the three-headed face. So.
Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
As a magnifying glass, obviously.
Okay. So I think that's it for this area, so.
I'd better get back to the quest.
And then I decided to go back to Montfaucon.
You're back.
Me?
Well, I wasn't expecting...
No? Well, it is a strange thing, but I am here on duty.
On duty? But you're just sitting there drinking wine.
No, I am not just drinking wine. I am undercover.
I must be missing something. You're in uniform.
Precisely, monsieur. My cover is that of an indolent, wine-guzzling police officer.
You've got me convinced.
Merci. But in reality, my every muscle is poised, every nerve honed. I am drawn tight, ready to pounce. Bang!
Who or what were you planning to pizzang on?
You must have heard, monsieur, of the terror that is gripping Paris.
You mean the killings? Oh, at last, someone's taken action.
People die every day. No, I am on the trail of Sieur Jacques.
Who?
Sieur Jacques, the terror of the subterranean city. He pops up here, he pops up there. The cops, they seek him everywhere. Is he so hush or beneath the neck? That damned elusive Sieur Jacques.
Bravo, that's very good.
Merci. I was up half the night writing that.
Of course, that that poetry is from this is a modified form of the Scarlet Pimpernel's poem. They seek him here, they seek him there. Those Frenchies seek him everywhere. Is he in heaven or is he in hell? Is that damned elusive Pimpernel? So, okay, so.
Who is this Sieur Jacques character anyway?
Ah, if we but knew that, we could have him in custody in an hour. But he is cunning. To despoil the sewers of our fair city, he has committed many deceptions. He has pretended to be a police officer and deluded a poor war veteran.
Uh-oh.
He has pretended to be a jongleur.
Wow, is that the time?
And an American tourist. What nationality are you, monsieur?
Canadian. Well, gotta go now. See ya. Well, it's not everyone who can say they started an urban myth.
So I thought that was pretty funny. So, anyway. So up here now. Now if we go back over here to the statue, we have use, finally, for the lens. I found out. So, put it there, maybe? I can't remember which one of these I do. Nope, not there. The other one. You put it on the end of that.
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove.
Now when you look...
Per disciplinum meum lux videbus. Hey!
So this is a puzzle. You have to rotate the parts and get them aligned. And he'll acknowledge once they're in position. So... And you want a raised hand is what I had assumed. So I did roughly the same position as the other hand. Whoops. That. And then rotate this one. That, I guess.
The distortions came sharply and broke. It was a Knight Templar burning at the stake. And below him a date in Roman numerals. A Knight Templar burning at the stake. And a date. Let me see. MCCCXIV.
So 1314.
That's 1314.
Okay. Doctor, so we have all these pages we have to go past, right? And now finally, lens in the church. There we go. Okay.
On the end of the staff was some, around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
And I don't know what to do with that crack, if anything. No, yeah, see. I've not figured that out, so... I do this? He's like, I know. Anyway, okay, so... now I believe I've pretty much caught up to where I was before, so I apologize that I had to do part of it again. I'm not sure what happened to the video part of that, but I will try to fix this, and hopefully have the video for you guys up soon. Thanks for joining me. This has been Let's Play Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars. I am Xexor. I've been your host. Don't forget to like the vid if you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next part. Until then, hasta la vista.